The morning sun peeked through the trees as Sophie tied the straps of her backpack. A gentle breeze rustled through the leaves, carrying the sound of chirping sparrows. A front door burst open and out came little Dyna hopping down the steps 2 at a time. Her bright orange dress swished like a spinning flower, and her curly hair bounced with every step. "Sophie!" she called, her voice bubbly with excitement. "I can't wait to learn the next letter." Sophie turned, her eyes twinkling with curiosity. Dyna loved mornings like these, mornings filled with possibility. Yesterday was C for carnival, she said thoughtfully, remembering the carousel, cotton candy, and clowns. "I wonder what today will be." As if the world had been listening, the sidewalk beneath them shimmered. Glittering sparks danced in the air like fireflies at dawn. Then, with a pop and a wiggle, Wormy appeared, his round glasses glowing as bright as the Sunday. "Don't delay," Wormy declared. "Today we're diving into the dazzling, delightful letter D." The ground began to glow brighter and brighter until the ordinary path melted away. Trees stretched taller, their trunks turning into diamond-crusted towers. The air shimmered with sparkles, and in the blink of an eye, Sophie and Dyna found themselves standing in the middle of Dinosaur Land. Huge, friendly dinosaurs with pastel-colored scales lumbered gracefully nearby. One bent its long neck to nibble leaves from a glittering tree, then lowered its head to wave at the children. Not far off, a parade of plump little ducks waddled by, each one carrying a tiny drum around its neck. Sophie and Dyna quacked cheerfully as they tapped out a lively rhythm. And in the distance, perched high on a hill, stood a castle made entirely of diamonds, glowing like a rainbow in the sunday. "Wow!" Sophie gasped, her mouth open in awe. "Everything here starts with the letter D." Dyna squealed with joy, spinning in a little circle. "Duh, duh! D," she pointed with delight. "Duck." Wormy twirled happily, his glasses flashing. "Correct! Duck starts with D, and so does drum." As if on cue, the ducks began to beat their little drums in perfect time, Sophie and Dyna's music echoing across Dinosaur Land like a cheerful marching band. Sophie crouched beside Dyna, holding her Dyna's hand. "Let's say it together. Duh, duh, duck, duh, duh, drum." "Duck, drum!" Dyna repeated proudly, her voice bubbling with excitement. Just then, the ground gave a gentle bounce, and a playful dog hopped toward them, wagging its tail so hard that its ears flopped. Around the dog's neck hung a sparkling golden letter D that jingled like a bell. The pup barked happily, circling Dyna and Sophie before darting off toward the diamond castle. "Look!" Dyna cried, clapping her hands. "Dog starts with D too." "That's right," Wormy said, puffing out his chest. "Dog is a delightful D word." He wiggled quickly after the pup. "Let's follow the dog. It looks like he wants to show us something." The glowing alphabet walk stretched before Sophie, Dyna, and Wormy like a magical carpet, leading the way to the glittering castle. Along the path, daisies popped up from the ground, each one with the letter D glowing brightly in its petals. Butterflies with diamond-dusted wings fluttered past, leaving trails of sparkly Ds in the air. When they reached the castle, Sophie and Dyna stopped to marvel. The giant double doors were carved with dazzling designs. Door, dance, dragon, diamond. Each word sparkled as if alive. The dog barked twice, and with a whoosh, the doors swung open. Inside, the castle walls glistened with thousands of diamond crystals, each shimmering with letters. Sophie read the glowing words out loud. Door, dance, dragon. Dyna gasped and pointed at the far end of the hall. A tiny baby dragon sat perched on a golden cushion, its scales glimmering like emeralds. It sneezed "Aku," and out puffed a swirl of golden sparkles shaped like the letter D. The baby dragon blinked its big, friendly eyes and wagged its tail like an excited puppy. D-Dragon! Dyna shouted, clapping her hands in glee. Bravo! Wormy chuckled, doing a wiggly dance. Dragon is one of my favorite D words. Every word you learn makes your brain sparkle brighter and brighter. The baby dragon flapped its tiny wings and hopped down from its cushion. With a happy squeak, it began to dance in circles. All at once, music filled the hall. Soft, dazzling notes played by diamond instruments that appeared in midair. Trumpets, drums, and even a delicate harp chimed a magical tune. "Dance with a dragon!" Wormy cried, wriggling to the beat. Sophie giggled and spun around, her dress twirling as she held Dyna's hands. Dyna squealed with laughter, dancing with the dragon as it hopped and spun, puffing out tiny sparkles each time it landed. Even the dog joined in, wagging its tail in rhythm with the music. The castle lit up brighter and brighter until it felt like the walls themselves were clapping along. Diamonds glittered in rainbow colors, and everywhere Sophie looked, glowing words sparkled in the air. Dance, dog, dragon, delight. But just as the music reached its happiest note, the lights began to soften. The sparkling words floated upward, twinkling like fireflies before fading into the ceiling. The baby dragon yawned and curled back up on its golden cushion, already drifting off to sleep. The music slowed to a gentle hum, and the glowing alphabet walk appeared again at Sophie's feet. Wormy adjusted his glasses. "Every adventure must end when the school bell calls," he said softly. "But what a dazzling day for D we've had." Sophie squeezed Dyna's hand. "Let's remember what we learned." She counted on her fingers. Duck, drum, dog, door, dance, dragon, diamond. Da, da, D, Dyna repeated proudly, her eyes wide with wonder. Together, Sophie, Dyna, and Wormy followed the glowing path back toward the real world. The dinosaurs waved goodbye, the ducks tapped a final drumbeat, and the dog barked cheerfully before bounding back toward the castle. At the school gate, Lauren stood waiting, her pink blouse glowing warmly in the sunlight. She swung her handbag gently and smiled as Sophie and Dyna came running up. "Well?" she asked, kneeling to meet Dyna's sparkling eyes. "What did you learn today?" Dyna's voice bubbled over with excitement. D is for duck, drum, dog, door, dance, diamond, and dragon. Lauren laughed, brushing a curl from Dyna's face. "That sounds delightful." As Sophie's mother took their hands, Lauren, Sophie, and Dyna walked down the sunny path together. Above their heads, the sky shimmered faintly, and a glowing letter E floated gently among the clouds. It twinkled playfully, waiting for tomorrow's enchanting adventure.